So in case you haven't watched any of the preparation videos, reinforced concrete base. All in all, by the time the tile gets on the top, it's around about 400 to 500 mil deep. So it's mega strong. Tiles we're using, supplied by Marshalls. We're using a copper coloured tile. They don't look very coppery at the moment because they're quite dirty. We also are using, let me show you the front. There we go. Check that out. That's the bit directly outside the front. Around the perimeter of the driveway, we're using a grey colour with an ivory. That is going to go right the way around, and that's going to go down there, across there, back up here, around there, down there, across there, back, blah, blah, blah. A lot of cuts. It's taken me about a week to do all the cuts. So yeah, like I said, the tiles are supplied by Marshalls UK. Really great tile. And yeah, can't wait. Let's get going. One thing I have to quickly explain as well is the expansion joints. We're actually having two patterns on here. Directly outside the front of the house, and this point to that point, we're running linear. All the tiles are going to run in straight lines across there, and from that string line back to that side, and from this string line there back to that side, we're going to go for a random pattern, which is actually quite useful because there is an expansion joint which runs down there, which will stay as an expansion joint, and there is an expansion joint running down here which will stay as an expansion joint. So any issues, which I highly doubt there is going to be any, expansion joints are in place. Right, I'm going to start laying some tiles. Okay, before I go around the back, here's a quick little glimpse of what I've been up to. Check it out. That's a really nice front entrance bit, that is, isn't it? Everything's under construction at the moment. But yeah, just about laying another tile over there. So let's show you around the back then. Let's have a look at these vissoirs I've been chopping. Looks really nice actually. Customer came around the other day, most impressed. And there it is. So like I was saying, that's going to have artificial grass in the middle. So we got permeable stone on the top, so any water lands on the grass, shump, goes straight through it. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed watching that video. Yeah, so that's that bit I did yesterday. So I'm just going to kick all the clips off now. Cheers Jim from Tyler's Tools. Great little devices. I'm never going to do any tiling again without them. They really are handy little tools. So I'm going to kick them off, clean them all up, get them ready for the next batch. Yeah, we're cracking on quite well here now. I haven't showed you me laying any tiles yet, but we will now. So yeah, as you can see, I've got these clips which I bought from Tyler's Tools. So for instance, I'll stick one in with there, one in with there, one in with there. Grab 3 of these caps then. The beauty, up a bit, the beauty with these clips as well, you can actually tell what you've already laid, so you know what not to actually stand on. So that is the other beauty. Plus, they really do lock them in place as well. So my bed's laid, I got my clips ready. This is the tile I'm going to be doing next. So I'm going to stick a bit of primer on there. Nice dollop of it, not to be shy. A lot of people have asked me about using SBR and I forgot what the other is. SBR and cement, yeah. You can do that if you want. You can use it, but like I've said on previous videos, when you're doing it day in, day out, you just want to use the proper stuff. So, right, this one's going here. I'll plonk that there. And check me out. I do have my mat. Always people asking about that thing. So I'll get it roundabout in place, and what I like to do then, I like to lock one off straight away. So I know it's not going to shift around anymore.
A couple of 5mm spaces. Plug in one there, one there. So I know the bottom of the tile is pretty much where I want it. I just got to tap down this end now. So that's pretty much spot on like that. So 2 more spaces. One in there, one in there. Oop. Oh, I'm gonna have to do that again. Ugh. Spin that on. Get it around about tight. Then what I like to do then, I like to hit into the corner. And then when I know that's hit into the corner, my string line's good. It's actually come off by here. I'll keep it there. And just lift that string back up where it should be. Okay, string line's telling me where it is. All good to go. Now I can tighten up these caps now. You don't have to tighten it up too much. That's tight enough for them to hold. So I've got another big square to go in there, and then the long one to go in there. Then this row finished for this area. Along here then, we're going to have the same as I've been doing up against the house. We're going to go for an ivory and a copper. And then the bit behind me, that's going to be a fancy pattern, just like the entrance to the house. So yeah, that's just my little way of sticking these tiles together. Looks good. A couple more to do there. Then I'll show you then the levels and what we've actually done that direction to keep the water from heading towards the eco drain, which is the most important thing, because it's not a permeable drive, obviously. So you really do have to get your angles really good. And so far, I've been very successful. All looks pucker. So yeah, all right, cool. I'll crack on now. Stick a couple more in.
So I've there's the curved bit I cut the other day. So see this manhole cover here. I'm not quite sure if other people get the same issues, but sometimes the plastic covers turn up and they're a bit warped. Actually, can you see that's got a bit of a bend in it? So that had exactly the same. That had a right bend in it. I did try choose the best of the bunch, but that was pretty much the best I could do. So what I've done, hopefully it works. It should work, theory anyway. I've wedged it open to the size it should be. So we've got a nice size joint there and a nice size joint there. Then I've poured hot boiling water over it. So I'm hoping that's kind of made the plastic a bit malleable, if that's the word I'm looking for. So yeah, so that was it there, that bit. I just wanted to show you that a little bit, because I suppose lots of other people get the same issues. So this is where we are on the drive. We've managed to get this top section in now. So what's going to happen here next is, along that edge is going to be ivory, then grey, because that's going to correspond with the section there alongside the hedge. So we stop that now. So it's going to be ivory, then grey, grey and ivory, then a patch then in the middle. That's going to have some design element added to it a little bit later on. But for now, we're going to stop there. And it's about 3:30. It's going to start getting dark in a minute. We'll have a crack at that bit there tomorrow. Let me come over here so you can see some of the angles I've got going. If you notice this section outside the door, that slopes towards this gutter section I've got in the middle, and then the top slopes to that. I have tried it yesterday. The water does land on it and it comes off really well. So we're going to continue that angle going towards the garage and the eco drains, which arrived earlier from Travis. So that's a bit of a heads up for the angle of the dangle, I like to say. Let's finish off with a shot of my van. Right, until then, we're going home. We'll catch you tomorrow. See you in the morning. So, bear with me. Right, what we're going to do, we're going to do a quick little test and show you how the water runs off the driveway. My kind assistant, Mr. Lee Johnston. Right, pour it all, don't be shy. And the rest of it, and the rest, and the other way, that's it, get it all over there. Chuck it, chuck it, chuck it, chuck it, chuck it. So, let's watch the water come down. And you can see it's already moving the direction I want it to move. So that was one thing I was quite nervous about on this job, was doing a porcelain driveway, as it's obviously not porous, and the water, you can still see it moving, and then that's going to connect up to the Acco drain over there. But yeah, works well, which is a result, because otherwise if it didn't work well, I'm sacked like a dog. Woof woof. What it looks like so far is this. We're going to do a small section behind Lee over there this morning. We can get the bit where the string line is back that way done today. Tomorrow, then we can come this way. Wednesday, Thursday, we can have a blast of that bit over there. But what we have to do, because there's so many different variants of colours of tile, we got 3 different type of batches. We got a batch here where they're all pure copper. Then we got another 2 batches there where the back ones are mostly dark, and the ones in front here, they've mostly got a bit of each. So we don't want to end up laying the tiles. Then the last section we got, they're all predominantly one specific colour. So we're having to sort everything out. So yeah, it's all part of it though, we've got to do that. So right, I'll show you what today's plan is. Where we got this gutter level here, we're going to continue that across here. That's going to continue across there. And we're going to do a pattern, completely different pattern then from this side to that side, using the Marshall's paving planner, which allows you to plan out different patterns. It's very useful if anybody wants to use something like that. It's Marshall's paving planner. What? You what? I'm alright. Hi people. Stage 4. Yesterday I got that bit in. Today we've managed to get this bit in, but it's really complicated. It's so complicated. The angles are the dangles drive me insane. Because when you think of it, the back bit there against the garage where the ACO is going to be, that's got to be dead flat. But then you look at this bit there, which is an angle. I've got to go from that angle to leveling out. Yeah, because this ends like that, and by the time it gets to the ACO, I got to get it all flat, which is such a pain. Which basically means, I'll spin it round and show you. It's not 100% accurate, but it's manageable, and it has to be manageable for doing what I'm doing, because you just can't bend tiles on a curve. Well, no, it's not a curve, but it's on a gradient, which is changing angles. I'll spin it round, quickly show you. Then I'm gonna go to McDonald's because I'm pretty hungry. Right, spin around, then I'm going because I've had enough, because it's raining. So what I'm gonna try and explain here is, so because we're going from that angle there, and then it's going flat. These tiles here, they're all following that angle, but eventually I've got to get them to flatten out. So what is happening is, classic example here we go, this is a good one. See, this one's a bit low. Not a lot, it's only 1 millimetre or something like that. but it has to be, I have to, oh God, it has to be like that, because I got to get this end flat, and that's following an angle. So to get that end flat, that means this bit has to be flat. But then you end up with that being a bit low. That's happening on that one there and that one there. It's not a lot in it. It's not a lot in it, you know, but it has to be done. I just can't do it otherwise. Can't do it otherwise. So, yeah, belting it down with rain tomorrow. So we won't be doing anything. Then it's Christmas Eve. I don't know, is it Christmas Eve, Wednesday, Thursday? Oh, anyway. Well, we've got one more day. So we're either going to do some more work here, or I'm going to go over there and have a little blast of that bit. But it started raining now, and it's going to be in for the rest of the day. So rather than getting wet, we're going to get out of here. Because I need to feed my big fat belly. Right, one more quick little glimpse. So, yeah, part 4. Part 4's almost done. What I've had to do tonight as well, I've had to count up all these tiles. Then I'm going to work out the metre square of what I've got left to see if there's enough to do that bit over there, to finish that bit off there, and the path down that way. So I got a funny feeling I need to buy some more tiles. But I won't know till I get my calculator out and start making notes. But until then, we shall see you in a couple of days' time. Yeah, this bit I was showing you the other day was doing my head in, because I'm trying to bend something around a curve. It's going all right though. It's going well. It's leveling up. It's leveling up at that bit. So I'm happy. So yeah, like I was showing, got the saw out. I was hoping today we were going to do what we just done behind us and have a go down there, but that's not going to happen, I don't think. So we're going to do a load of cuts up against the ACO and be happy with that, I think. But it's a shame it looks so dirty at the moment. It's a shame it looks so dirty. Cold. Cold, cold, cold. Got another little section of that in yesterday. Yeah, started pouring it down with rain about midday yesterday, so we called it a day, and apparently today is going to be the same. It's going to get cold, and tomorrow is going to be -2. So yeah, nothing happening tomorrow, but then tomorrow is New Year's Eve or maybe New Year's Day. Don't know, don't care. Got a job to do, got to crack on. So I got my string line running across there to the end where that's got to go. So what I do then is level from the slabs I've laid to the string line to make sure I'm heading in the right direction. But it's all looking pretty funky now. And this section, I figured it out. Ding! We're going to go for something called a Greek key, which is quite a complicated pattern, but worth it. Might as well push the boat out and put something really special down. So I know the dimensions are going to fit because I've checked it this morning. I checked the dimensions last night for the pattern. It should actually fit, and now I know it will fit. So that'll give me something to do on the weekend, figure out what type of the design, see if I can get it all fitting symmetrically. But until then, we've got some more slabs to lay. So yeah, slab on, or tile on. Yeah, tiles. So cross joint alert, whoop, 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 whoop. Can't have that. The 2 tiles there on the right, where my foot is, they actually went in first. They were done ages ago. Then the tiles around the manhole cover I put in later. And yeah, that was the best option, to put in them like that. So I ended up with a cross joint. So I can't have that. So I'm going to whip that out now, and we're going to put some different cuts in there. We're going to put a big 600 by 600 from there to there, then a cut then along there, which I've got in several places down there. So I'm going to get this cutted out now and chop that out and make it look better, because that's just one thing you can't do. Well, you can, but I don't. Right, okay, so that's out. That one's sorted because that was bugging me. Can't have things like that. Well, you can, but I don't. Like I said, blah, blah, blah. Right, the next bit which is bugging me. Here's that bit there. Then we come around this side. So, when I started from that corner, that was a set size, set size, set size. This was where I first started there. So I didn't really have this bit in mind, calculated how that was going to work here. But yeah, I don't like it. I don't like that little edge there. So I'm going to trim that off. Then I'm going to cut that up there to match that joint. Then I'm going to put another piece in there, flushing up to that corner. So that's the next bit I'm going to rip up. And whilst we're talking about cross joints, somebody did mention to me the other day about cross joints. Let me come over here. So here, yeah, there are cross joints. Cross joints there, cross joints there. But don't forget, it's a different style. That's linear. This isn't linear. And it's an expansion joint. So yeah, there are some cross joints. But yeah, that's to be expected. You can't do it otherwise. Otherwise, that pattern would have to come through there, and I wouldn't be able to do that linear. Enough yada yada yada. Let's set my time lapse up and rip that bit out. One more thing I did as well. I put two halves next to each other. There's none there, and there's none there. So why did I do it? Well, anyway, I don't like it. It's coming out. So, morning people. So I got this section in yesterday, and that was Lee over there. That's when we done that primer test. So that bit's clear. So we're gonna have little blast round here now. Got this bit in here I'm standing on. Done that yesterday. That's gonna allow me now to put the corners in. These are the corners I chopped ages ago. So they're ready to go in now. So yeah, I'm gonna put those in along here and along there. Along the front there as well. Then after that, we're gonna have a blast down the side of the house. And yes, there is enough tiles. Thank God for that. Yeah, so just this area I gotta do now today. I gotta sort this out. I did my first cut yesterday around the pipe. I got another one pre-cut there. I got that mited corner to go in there as well. And get that bit in, and hopefully the tiles I got there are going to be enough. I had a bit of a calculate yesterday. I think it's going to be enough. I think so. Soon find out. Start laying. Catch you in a bit. What? How you doing, guys? Saturday afternoon. Sun's just finally come out. Yeah, I haven't done much filming lately because I've just been trying to crack on with it. But I've been having a blast to the ramp area today. So I got a little wall in there just to take the tiles. So usual things, going to be the border around the outside, then the little ramp, and then it's that bit. Hopefully you can see it. And there's that bit. Then almost done. I put a bit of salt down on the floor. I don't know if you can see it. Little white stuff. Apparently it's going to pour down with snow tonight. So yeah, just in case, isn't it? Just in case, put a bit of salt down. Right, I gotta go see another job around the corner. So catch you Monday. Oh, sun's in the way. Catch you Monday. So here we go then. That's the full pavement. And here's what we're doing. That's the pattern. That's the pattern I'm going for. A Greek key. So we still got borders to put in up against the actual tile there, what I've already laid. We got the ivory, then the grey. Then that's going to be the grey and ivory there. Borders mited, pattern in the middle. So I got my time lapse set up. That's going to be filming me. I just set up my my saw. I've got my little mited gadget there on the end. That's ready for the 45s. I do have a load of 45s chopped already. What I did, for example, that square there, I gone from that corner to that corner, chopped it, ended up with those, cut them into 50mm pieces, so at least one corner's already got the mitre on it already. And then I just got to chop it down to size. So what I'm going to do, every time I chop one, I'm going to stick it on it. Every time I chop one and stick it on it. Then when I know it works out really well, then I'll pick them up from there and stick them to there. So I can have a quick coffee now and have a quick little plan in advance what I'm going to do. Then we're going to get chopping. So back soon. Hopefully I'll have a bit of progress. Let the games begin. So, right, I had to protect the template. That was the main thing. So a couple of scaffold planks down, some DPM, and start setting out. The first one was okay, actually, you know, making the measurements, because I knew what calculations I had. I had the joints and everything already on the board, so it was a pure calculation cut. And it was seeming to working. So I was quite happy the way that was going at that point. Then plans changed slightly. So here we go, guys. There we go. There's one done. One done, 3 more to go. But actually, I'm quite happy with that. I'm quite happy with that. Looks good. Right, okay, let's move on. Number 2. So the original plan was do the first square, take a piece off, go to the saw, cut 3 more of them. But for some reason the plan changed, because I thought then, if I did that, I'm just going to have bits stacked up all over the place, and it's going to look really messy, I'm going to get really confused, and it'll do my head in. So the first one went well, so I thought, sod it, I'll just cut each one individually. So here we go, 2 down, 2 to go. That's going quite well, actually, and the lines are pretty good as well. Actually, that bit there, that looks like a bit of an optical illusion. Wow. You never notice these things until you start doing it. It does actually look like an optical illusion. Cool. It's just going to look even better. Right, 2 down, 2... I could definitely see the optical illusion kicking off. I never realised that when I actually chose the pattern I was actually going to do. So, yeah, that was an extra bonus. So, yeah, third one coming along nicely. That set square and a Sharpie, tape measure, pretty much all you really need. And anything's possible. 3 down. 3 down, 1 to go. Happy days. It's not as bad as I thought, actually. Yeah, see if I can get the last one in before it gets dark. On the home straight. And it was in the morning as well, so I had a fresh head on. I got thinking about it all night and I had a fresh head on. So, yeah, the last one in went really well. So, almost finished it now, and sigh of relief. So, there we go, people. Voila! Tidy. That's what I call tidy. Yeah, started to drizzle, and I can't, my pen's not working in the rain. I got a little cut by there to do. And I got a little cut by there to do. But, yeah, my pen's not working, because it just don't work with those Sharpies. So I kind of got the border figured out. I just had to use different size tiles to the ones I was actually going to use. But they're almost going to be kind of temporary. I'm going to put the middle ones in, but I'm not going to put the mitered corners in yet until the shape's actually done. Then I can get an exact measurement of the mitre. So I got some cement made up now. I just got to make some primer. I'm going to start sticking them in, start getting some progress. Well, I was going to put some music on, but the choice was quite crap. So yeah, we'll put the microphone on instead.
yeah, those Vibe clips, really handy. They really were handy. I'm so glad I had them, because that would have been really hard otherwise. 5mm spacers, really good. Tricky to level across with all those clips in the way, but there's one coming up which I managed to get in. Bosh. Yeah, I think the first one went quite well. Learned a lot more then after the next couple. By the time I got to the end, I think I had it mastered.
So there we go. There's one of them in. Wow, that was hard. That was tricky. I'm so glad I got those clips from Tyler's Tools. They've really helped out, especially the small ones. The small ones they just want to move around loads. Right. Next.
So there is, actually this one is the last one. I had the time-lapse camera set up for the majority of them. And at the end of the day, camera fell over, landed on the floor, SIM card came out, and I didn't have any footage of that. So what you're actually watching here, you're actually watching the fourth one, because this has actually been filmed from my phone, I believe. So it's a bit of a trick, that one. Sorry about that.
Two down, 2 to go. I think it's going quite well, actually. Yeah, a little bit of adjusting here and there, but a good thing with these screw caps, because they hold it so tight, especially the little ones, they just want to move all the time. So yeah, you know, I can put it in, if I need to adjust it, just loosen the cap, slide it down a little bit to meet the corners. But most impressed. Hope you are too, because I'm stressed out. So there we go, 3 down. 3 down, this is the following day, by the way. 3 down, 1 to go. So I'm going to put that one in now. Then I'm going to start then with my ivory and grey border to go around the outside. So yeah, nice dry day today as well, finally, and it's dry tomorrow, so that's going to help loads.
Right now, doing the last one. As you can see, I'm setting up my iPad and my phone, filming the last one. From the cock up and me dropping the camera. There we go, nearly done. And thank God for that.
What's happening? Meow. So came in yesterday. I had to go with the last square, the one by my head. I had to go with that one yesterday. Yeah, it was going down well, nice. The forecast was okay. Started raining, stopped, cover it up. Sat in the van, have a coffee, started raining, stopped, cover up, back in the van, done that about 3 times and went home. And the worst part is, I got home, had a shower, put the kettle on and sat down about 1:30 and the sun came out and it was sunny for the rest of the day. And there was no way I was coming back and forth, back and forth. It's a long distance I got to travel to come to this job, so I didn't want to spend half my time on the motorways. Oh well, anyway. That's what it looks like. That last one does need a little bit of tinkering. And one of the other ones needs a little bit of tinkering. So I'm going to pop those ones up today, the ones I'm not really happy with. Pop them up and relay them. Right, I'm going to stick the grey in now, border, and the ivory, and stand back, have a look at it, then decide what else I'm going to do after that.
So, back to me again. Really struggling to find any music. I'm really crap at finding music. If anybody can tell me a good place to look for music to put onto videos, that'd be a real great help, because I'm really crap at it. So we're going to do the do-do-do-do-do-do song. Right, okay, here we go. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba do-do-do-do. I know I can't do this. This is bloody drive everyone insane. Right, okay, so, oh God, there we go, right, okay, so, I'm always at it, I'm always doing right, okay, so, something flipping wrong with me. Yeah, these ivory ones, yeah, you see, I was over on the joint there, so I actually had to go back and cut 3 tiles, completely slipped my mind, and, yeah, so I had to take up a couple. But that's okay, you know, sometimes you've got to lay a couple to realise you've ballsed up and to change it. But as long as you change it, that's the main thing. You can't just leave things. Well, you can't leave things, but then you're a bit crap. So here we go, home straight, last couple, and I just had enough tiles. That last one, it almost went in, then all of a sudden the end just bloody broke.
So, Friday, Friday afternoon, 5 o'clock, wrapped up. Guess what I've just done? Ooh, check that out, baby. Yeah, that's going to be in the other video, the installation of that one. So, yeah, I'll probably link in it in the display. Ding! Somewhere around there. And you can see actually how I installed it. But yeah, almost there now. Just got to put some edgings in. Edgings in, grout it, take away all the junk. Lots of junk to take away. So, right, Friday, going home. See you Monday. Hello there. Been taking ages, this job, and it's been taking ages, but the weather's been really unkind to me. It's either been pouring down with rain, or it's been absolutely freezing like it is today with a -6 of wind chill factor. I just can't do anything. Just can't do anything. Cement won't go off if it's anything less than 3 degrees. So thanks for your patience in waiting for this. I'm just going to give her a clean today and make it look some pretty. Something to do, I suppose. But yeah, we'll get the pressure washer out now and we'll give her a good blast. Morning everybody, Scotty again, Tidy Bricks. Yeah, back after a week off work. We're all that extreme cold we had last week from the beast from the east. Yeah, it was way too cold, way too cold. Wind chill factor was like -4, -5, up to -7. So yeah, I couldn't do anything. I did actually come in one day to see if I could cut a bit of earth back for the edgings, which I'm about to do now, but I had to use a hammer and bolster to break up earth. I did that for a couple of hours, froze big time, and decided to come home. But now the cold's over and I'm back in work. I'm going to start putting the edgings in and get this job wrapped up this week. So what was actually there before was exactly the same, but in timber, and they were really rotten. So I got 2 trestles, laid 4 boards across, 2 either side, kept it plumb, put the post in, put some string line in between the posts, so there was a bit of separation. Postcrete, chucked a load of water in it, half hour later, solid. Cut the string lines off after, and there's a nice 2mm gap between each of them. So for Sawn Vasuru edging, really nice. These classic silver, I think this colour is. When you get a bit of water on it, and some of the stones have got some really nice marbling, they look absolutely fantastic. So yeah, really nice edging. So plonk those in, nice bit of haunching as well. Make sure it's all nice and firm. There was that tile there, which I wasn't happy with previous day, bugging me all night. So yeah, as soon as I got in the morning, when I was down that end, yeah, I had to trim it back. It just wasn't quite straight. So yeah, off with his head, do it again. This edging here, this one I've actually put it down in front of you, you can see there. Actually trim that straight down, so I managed to get it to run right down to the pavement, and it looks quality. Fair play. So you did a good job of that one. You could just probably make it out there. So yeah, a couple more to go around the back. The actual driveway entrance is 3 meters, so the car's less than 2 meters, so they got over ½ a meter either side to actually get in without boshing anything. Testing. Morning everybody, Scotty again, Tidy Bricks. Yeah, back after a week off work. We're all that extreme cold we had last week from the beast from the east. Yeah, it was way too cold, way too cold. Wind chill factor was like -4, -5, up to -7. So yeah, I couldn't do anything. I did actually come in one day to see if I could cut a bit of earth back for the edgings, which I'm about to do now, but I had to use a hammer and bolster to break up earth. I did that for a couple of hours, froze big time, and decided to come home. But now the cold's over and I'm back in work. I'm going to start putting the edgings in and get this job wrapped up this week. Hello. Going home. Well, not going home. We're packing the van up. Yes. Clearing the garage out. Load of stuff on the floor there. Got to get the saw in the back. Bit of room in the back of the van. Not too bad. So I've got to get the Zoe in there now. So we're going to put that in there, start packing, taking some of this stuff away, getting it all locked up. And pressure washing. No, sorry, not pressure washing, grouting. Did the pressure washing yesterday, cleaned all the joints out. That's a really important part, is making sure all your joints are empty. There are no bits of crap in it, nothing like that. So I did all that yesterday, got home by 4:30, absolutely soaked. I was drenched. So we're gonna pack the van up and get ready to start grouting, and before you know it, fa-ching, we're off. And I'll be able to put it online then for you guys to watch on Saturday. So yeah, here we go. Right, not gonna bore you too much now. I'm gonna start cleaning all this up and then we can get it all done and go and have some food somewhere. So keep watching and we'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, all grouted. All grouted. Did that yesterday. I didn't film anything yesterday because it was really stressful grouting because I was on a timer. So I'm on my hands and knees at the moment, scrubbing it all. This is the product I'm using. I'm using Lithophane Cement Residue Remover. The thing with the grout, it's really good. It's really quick and stuff. But that looks nice now because it's wet. But when it's dry, there'll be a residue all over it. So I'm on my hands and knees, scrubbing. It's 3:30. I got to get this done because I got to sort this video out tonight. Whew, there we go. One driveway completed. Oh, this is one of the longest jobs I've ever done. But I must admit, I have put a lot of love into this job. A lot of love's gone into this. I was 21 when I started. I'm nearly 51. That's how long it's taken me. But the main thing is, it looks lush, and fingers crossed, is the best porcelain driveway on YouTube, because it is really nice. It is really nice. Right, I'm going to spin the camera around, give you a lap of what everything looks like, then I can say one more thing before I go. So, right, let's show you what it looks like. Right, we're going to start around the back so you can see what the back looks like. I can't fit the grass yet because when I glue it to the haunching, it's got to be dry and the concrete's not soaking wet. So there's your back bit. This is the rear area. That was fun actually, cutting all these for swaz. Lol. Right, let's go around the front. Let's have a look at this bit. Yeah, these contrasting colours look really nice, don't they? That grey and ivory border does look pretty damn cool, fair play. Right, wind's picking up. Hopefully it's not screwing everything up. Great key. Awesome. That was a test. That was a real test. Nice entrance. And then we got a ramp area there. You have to excuse the cables until we figured out what cables are what. We can't really chop any of them off. But yeah, these grey ones are higher than the copper ones, just to give it a little bit of grip. So that's it, people. That is a wrap. One porcelain driveway complete. I hope you like it. I really do hope you like it, because it's battered my brain, this job. Oh, so tonight I'm going to go home and I'm going to have a Chinese for two. I think I deserve it. Right, thanks for watching. Hope you really enjoyed this video as much as I've actually liked doing it, and we'll catch you on the next job. See you. Thanks a lot for watching, and goodbye. Oh, don't forget, like and subscribe.